Are you keeping it flowy in Belfast? No one's asked me that before. Of course. I'm the flowiest of them all, as you know. Artem, will you work for a quick finish, or are you prepared for the later rounds? Well, I'm prepared to go as long as it needs to be, but of course I want the finish. Of course I want to bring back the Russian hammer. Will you dominate in your fight this weekend like McGregor did last weekend? I think so. I think this guy has the right style matchup for me. Would you fight Conor? No, I don't fight family. What do you think is next for Conor? Well, I believe he announced that he's having a baby, so I'm sure that is enough to have on his mind for now. What do you think of Khabib? Yeah, Khabib is a very good fighter, of course. You know, his wrestling is very, very good, but I don't think his stand-up is up to scratch. Will Conor be able to hold his defense against Khabib? Absolutely. You know, Eddie spoke that, for example, in his fight he wasn't able to wrestle as much, and he thinks that he just didn't implement his game plan. But I can tell you, as someone that has sparred Conor many, many times, it's not that he couldn't implement his game plan. It's just Conor shuts you down completely. You know, you're trying to shoot and then you fail and you're getting hit with these absolute bombs, and it shuts your body down. You can't wrestle. You can't do anything. He just absolutely freezes you. It's unbelievable. Like it's something that I've never experienced or seen from anyone else. Why is Conor afraid of Khabib? Come on, guys, let's be honest. I mean, this is a two-weight world champion we're talking about. Conor is not afraid of anyone, and definitely not afraid of Khabib. I mean, you know, as good as Khabib is, I mean, let's be honest. The guy, you know, wrestles you for the whole fight. So, you know, it's not a scary fight for anyone. I would fight him, no hassle. You know, even if, let's say, I would end up losing, so what? You just got wrestled, got hugged for 3 rounds. No big deal. When you fight Conor, you know, your face is about to explode, so that's a scary prospect. Do you think McGregor could beat Woodley? Yes, I do think so. You know, I do think that the thing with Nate, for example, the reason that Nate didn't get knocked out is just the fact that Nate is so tough. It's nothing to do with him being a welterweight. Conor can knock out a heavyweight, but just for whatever reason, you know, Nate doesn't get knocked out. I don't know what that guy is made of, but you know, that's what saved him in that fight. GSP versus Conor, possible for super fight. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know what the deal is with GSP. You know, he says he wants to fight, Dana is saying he doesn't want to fight, so I don't know, to be honest. You know, it would have to be, you know, for the fight with Conor, because it takes so much preparation. You know, you need a solid fighter that's definitely going to show up. You know, you've seen it yourselves how many pullouts there have been for Conor, so you need someone that will show up. If the UFC doesn't go to Russia, would you be eager to get on that card? Absolutely. I mean, to tell you the truth, I want to be on every card, but especially, of course, if it went to Russia, that would be unbelievable. I mean, I will have Ireland ticked off the wish list on Saturday, and you know, Russia is next. Who is the hardest hitter you have faced in the UFC? No one hit me that hard in the UFC, to be honest. There's no power, these guys. I have power like a heavyweight. You know, no one hits as hard as me. So, do you think you could beat Pettis? I certainly wouldn't turn down a fight. You know, with Pettis, that would be a good fight. I feel anyone that's kind of like a stand-up fighter is going to be a very, very tough. I'm going to be a very tough fight for anyone. You know, the wrestling has been something that I've struggled with in the past, but it's something that I work on a lot and have improved a lot. Come to Manchester, fight me, Artem. This is from James Fletcher. Sorry, James, I don't fight women. Alright, guys, thank you very much for your questions. It's been a pleasure, as always. Some of you are fucked up weirdos, but the majority of you are pretty sound, so thank you. And I'll see you again. Tune in Saturday night and watch the Russian Hammer do his thing.